Here's an uncomfortable thing about this subject. The men who genuinely have bad intentions almost never wonder whether they're coming across badly. The men who worry about it are, almost without exception, decent men who'd be horrified to learn they made someone uneasy. So, if the title of this made your stomach drop a little, that reaction is actually the evidence you're fine. What you're missing is simply information nobody ever handed you because the rules quietly changed while you were busy living your life. Your character was never the issue here. 4 habits, every one of them innocent in intention, and every one capable of making a woman go tense in a way you'll never see because she spent her whole life learning to hide it. The first one is the most common, and it happens long before you've said anything at all. It's about where you stand. Distance is a language, and it's one most men were never taught to read. Every person carries an invisible bubble, and the size of that bubble shifts depending on who's inside it. What almost no man realizes is that a woman's bubble is usually bigger than his, and it expands further around a man she doesn't know well. So the distance that feels friendly and normal to you can feel like pressure to her, and she registers it in her body before her mind gets a vote. The habit itself is innocent. You lean in because the room is loud. You step closer to show her something on your phone. You stand beside her at a counter and drift in without noticing. None of that comes from wanting anything. It comes from you being at ease. You can watch her tell you the distance is wrong without her saying a single word about it. Here is what to look for, and once you know it, you can't unsee it. A comfortable person holds their ground while an uncomfortable one starts making small corrections. She shifts her weight to the back foot. She turns her torso a few degrees away while keeping her face polite. She moves a bag or a cup into the space between you. Every one of those is her quietly rebuilding a wall you didn't know you'd walked through. And the fix costs you nothing. Give her half a step more than feels natural to you, and let her be the one who closes it. If she wants to be nearer, she will. And now the closeness is her decision rather than yours. That single adjustment eliminates most of the problem before it exists, and it costs you exactly 1 step. The second habit is one that decent men fall into precisely because they were raised to be attentive. It's the compliment about her body, offered warmly and meant kindly. You were trained in an era where telling a woman she looked good was ordinary courtesy. It was how you were polite. And a lot of men your age still do it exactly the way they always did, with genuine warmth and zero agenda. The problem is that the same words carry a different weight now. And more importantly, they carry a different weight coming from a stranger than from a friend. There's a simple line that keeps you safe without turning you into a man who can't say anything pleasant. Compliment what she chose rather than what she is. Her jacket, the color she picked, the way she handled a difficult customer, the fact that she clearly knows what she's doing with those tools. All of that is warm, specific, and about her as a person making choices. Her body was never a choice, and a remark about it, however kindly meant, puts her in the position of being evaluated by a man she hasn't invited to evaluate her. Here's the part that will make this easy to remember. The compliments that actually work at your age are the ones about competence, taste, and character. Those land as respect. And respect from an older man carries a weight a younger man simply cannot generate, because you've seen enough people to make your assessment mean something. And take a second on something, because you deserve it. The fact that you're willing to sit through a video like this to consider that you might be getting something wrong, rather than getting defensive about it, is the whole difference between a man who adapts and a man who becomes bitter. Plenty of men your age respond to this subject by complaining that you can't say anything anymore. You're doing the harder thing, which is actually listening. That's not nothing. The third habit is the one almost nobody warns men about, and it's the one that causes the most damage relative to how innocent it is. You keep the conversation going when she's given you an exit. Every conversation between strangers contains small release valves. She says, "Well, I should let you get on," or she picks up her bag, or she gives you the closing smile and the half turn toward the door. Those are offers to end it gracefully, and they're offered gently, because most women have learned that ending a conversation abruptly with a man can go badly. The innocent version of this mistake is that you're simply enjoying yourself. She's interesting. The conversation is good. And when she signals the ending, you say, "Oh, one more thing," and you keep going. There's no agenda in it whatsoever. You're having a nice time, and you want it to last a little longer. But look at what it does from where she's standing. She offered you a polite exit, and you declined to take it. Now she has to escalate to something firmer, which risks seeming rude. Or she has to stay in a conversation she's trying to leave. You've quietly moved her from choosing to be there into being stuck there. And the feeling of being stuck with a man, even a perfectly nice one, is the exact feeling that makes women uneasy. The moment a woman can no longer easily leave a conversation, everything you say inside it starts to feel heavier to her. So, the rule is simple and slightly counterintuitive. Take the first exit she offers every time and take it warmly. Good talking to you. Enjoy your afternoon. Let her go easily. What that teaches her in about 3 seconds is that being around you is safe because leaving is easy. And the paradox, which men rarely believe until they see it, is that women come back toward the man who lets them leave. Ease is magnetic. Being hard to escape from is the opposite. The fourth habit is the subtlest of them all, and it's about repetition. It's showing up in the same place at the same time in a way that starts to look like a pattern. You've discovered she works Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you find yourself going in on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You know she walks her dog at 7 o'clock, and your own walk starts drifting towards 7 o'clock. There's usually nothing sinister in it at all. She's a bright spot in your week, and you've unconsciously arranged your schedule to include her. The reason this one is dangerous is that a woman can't tell the difference from the outside. She can't see your intentions. All she can see is that a man she barely knows keeps appearing wherever she is, and her brain will do the arithmetic whether she wants it to or not. What was a pleasant coincidence at 3 times becomes a pattern at 5, and once she's counting, the warmth is gone. There's an easy way to stay on the right side of this, and it's about who initiates. If your paths cross naturally, wonderful. But if you're the one who has to arrange for them to cross, and she's never once arranged anything, that imbalance is the signal. In a healthy dynamic, the effort goes both directions eventually. When all the arranging is yours, that's your cue to step back and let her come toward you, or let it go entirely. Now look at all 4 together, because they share one thing, and if you understand that one thing, you'll never need the list again. Each of these habits removes a choice from her. Standing too close removes her comfortable distance. Commenting on her body puts her under evaluation she didn't agree to. Refusing the exit takes away her easy way out. Repeatedly appearing takes away the randomness that let her relax. None of them require bad intentions, and yet every one of them narrows her options, which means the whole thing reduces to a single question you can carry into any interaction for the rest of your life. Does she still have every choice available to her right now? Can she step back, end it, walk away without any awkwardness at all? If the answer is yes, you're fine, and you can be as warm and funny and interested as you like. If the answer is no, that's the moment to give her room back. And here's what I want you to take from this more than anything else. Getting this right isn't about shrinking yourself or becoming apologetic around women. Frankly, that reads badly too. It's about being the kind of man whose presence adds options to a room instead of subtracting them. That's a rare quality at any age, and it's the foundation of everything else you've ever heard about attraction. You don't become the man women feel safe with by being harmless. You become him by being the one who makes sure they always have somewhere to stand.